All right, we're live. We're live. What's up, everybody? Sorry about that minor delay. Totally my fault. That's what happens when you chill at the cafe for too long. You lose track of time and you end up late to your own stream. But very excited to have Maqwell here on the stream today. Collab been in the works for a minute. How you doing, bro?
I'm chilling. I woke up about an hour ago, but I'm chilling.
Same.
You say you went to a cafe?
Yeah, dude. Every day.
Nice,
I go to the same one. The same one.
Is it like within like walking distance or like?
Yeah, I mean you could walk. It's like it's one of those distances where it's like 25 minutes. You know, so if it's a nice day, you'll make the walk. But if it's like Texas summer heat, you won't walk. You know what I mean?
That's fair.
I drove today though, for the sake of time. For the sake of time. You're in Charlotte, right?
Yeah, I'm in Charlotte. So like there's a few like decent places to go. I'm just too lazy to ever like go to them. Also, like I have to drive to them, and I'm like not the biggest fan of driving, especially in the morning.
Yeah.
Like when I'm just starting the day, it's like it's hard to get out of bed, man. I'm definitely not a morning person.
Dude, I feel that. Is this usually when you get up, or have I disturbed your sleep schedule for this?
Oh no, this is honestly like it's a blessing because like when I have like an obligation to do something, I won't like accidentally fall back asleep and like wake up at like 12 or something. I've been really trying to like improve my sleep schedule. It's worked a few times, and then I fuck it up, and then yeah, it's how it is.
From what? How are you effing it up? For me, what gets me is like YouTube. I'll like go down a rabbit hole, and then it's 2:30 in the morning, and I'm like,
no, exactly. I feel like there's times on YouTube when it's like all of a sudden your brain starts digging in a little like deeper as well, and it starts like reminding you of like videos you once watched like back then or something that like you may have enjoyed, and it just reminds you of it, and it's like, hey, you should search this up, even if it is like 2 a.m. Like I've done that with NBA highlights like so many goddamn times. It's not even funny.
So you must be a big. Oh, wait, no, you like the Nuggets. I've seen you post about the Nuggets, right? It's not a Hornets guy.
I went to so I was born in Denver, so like I lived there my first 7 years of my life.
Cool.
And I mean I became a fan of basketball when I was in North Carolina, but I had more of an affiliation with Denver still at that point. So I was like, yeah, I'll just be a Denver fan, and it's kind of worked out. I still need to buy myself a new Nuggets jersey with like the NBA champions thing on the back. It's only fitting because I went and saw them like win the actual thing, which was still I think that's still probably like the greatest night of my life.
Dang, dude, that's awesome. You were at the game?
Yeah, I was at the game. It was a gamble too, because it was like it was Miami versus Denver, and Miami had the lead like throughout like the first 3 quarters, and I was only going to be in Denver for that night, and then I'd fly back. So if we lost that game, that would have hurt. Like I know we would have still won like the whole final, but it was like if we lost that game that I was there at, that would have really hurt.
So what environment was crazier? Was it Denver versus the Miami Heat or Vietnam, Iraq? Which one would you say was the better vibe?
Definitely Denver. Definitely Denver.
Definitely. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because it's just like you got a championship on the line, basically. Like it's the game that you're like, it's you're like 3-1 up in the series. You need one more win. Like the whole crowd was hyped. To be fair, also like arenas, like the sound is all like compact. And with Vietnam, like it was still a good atmosphere. But like not as many people, obviously, as the Denver game. Yeah, I would definitely say Denver for that one.
Interesting. Was it sold out when you saw Iraq?
Oh no.
Really?
Yeah,
okay,
I think it's just like
break that down for me. Like 60% full, 80.
I would say like 60. Yeah, 60. I'd say was 60%, maybe 70%.
Damn. Okay, it's less than I would have imagined. Was it in Hanoi, or where was the game?
Yeah, it was in Hanoi. So like it was kind of just like a standard qualifier. We honestly like I feel like the fans, especially now that we have like a new coach, there's a little more hesitancy to like go to a game. Like we don't know if we're actually going to win or not anymore. Well, we definitely weren't going to win against Iraq. And then also like we tend to really just show up. Like, I mean, honestly, like I can't even lie. Like a good amount of Viet supporters are like they'll chase the glory. So like anytime it's like the U23 championship or like the AFF championship, we're doing well. Like we know we're probably gonna go pretty far. Like yeah, there's gonna be like a full house probably. But for like a qualifier, I don't know if there's really that same spirit.
Okay. So there'd have to be stakes on the line for the
Pretty
Viets
much, yeah.
to show out. Okay. I would not have expected that just because I know, like, I haven't been to a bunch of countries in Asia, maybe like 5, but I remember I saw a lot of pickup football in Vietnam, like more so than I was expecting. Um, and I know that like the country's pretty like football crazy. So I would have thought that even though it is Iraq and maybe it's not, I mean, for me, that's a banger of a fixture, but maybe like the average, fan doesn't really care that much. I would have thought it would have been packed.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, it was also on a Tuesday. So I mean, there is also that factor, like people are still working and everything like that. Because I'm sure like it definitely would have been even better on the weekend. But I think still like there's that kind of attitude. I don't think it's like necessarily like glory hunting, but there's a little hint of it, I'd say.
Okay.
Especially since like you compare like the Vietnamese national team to like the V League, and it's like there's different attitudes. Like you got like the Vietnamese national team, like people will support that like blindly, and then like the V League, everyone just like completely ignores. And to be fair, like I think that's also because of like the federation, because the federation in themselves also do this thing where they're prioritizing the national team over the domestic league, which short-term success is there, but in the long term, that's definitely not going to work out.
Okay. So I've been wanting to ask somebody this for a long time, and I feel like you're the perfect person. Is Quang Hai done? Is he finished?
Quang Hai, it's just like, it's kind of the issue with like every single talent that we've had. It's like they're doing really well in the domestic league, and then they jump up too far. That happens like way too often with so many Asian talents. Not even just like Vietnam, but like a lot of talents. Because I feel like the only like really truly successful Southeast Asian talent right now would be Chanatip, because he managed to go from the Thai league to the J League and actually make quite the impact. I haven't really seen anyone else that's been able to do that, except for Tirasil as well. It's mostly the Thai players.
The Thai guys, yep.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, Quang Hai, he's getting better. He did score in the Asian Cup, which was definitely a surprise to me because he looked terrible.
Yeah.
I think maybe in the long run, he can get back up to form. I feel like still with Chusier, like, I have a little bit of trust in him still. It's just a matter of not making those bonehead decisions, like playing defensively against Indonesia, even if we have like all our players injured. Like it's just not the right move.
What do you think about that Indonesia game? You think the result was fair?
It was my personal nightmare. That's what I'll say.
I did jump in your stream on Twitch
I was not having a great day. That's a day I never want to experience again. And unfortunately, we play against each other in March twice for qualifiers. So that's going to be back to back, home and away. Like it's legit just the AFF championship, but probably with more stakes.
Jesus, I think Japan's doing that with North Korea as well.
I was really trying to get ticket because I was going to be I was in Japan like last year, and I was really hoping that the North Korea Japan fixture was during the time I was there, but unfortunately it wasn't, because I definitely would have tried to get tickets for that. I would have loved to see that.
That would be wow, that's a really oh my god,
did he just wait hold on.
Yo, Aspen, was that a bicycle? Oh my gosh, I knew it.
Oh my gosh.
Bro, I want Qatar. I mean, I want Iran to spank that ass, bro.
No,
I want this to be a 6-0. I cannot stand the Qatari national team. I am praying. I have a shrine. You can't see us behind the camera. I have a shrine in the corner of my room where I just pray for 5 minutes every day that somebody finally knocks Qatar these frauds out of this tournament, bro. I'm so sick of people acting like they're good. Jeez, man. Thank you, Asmoon. Oh my god.
What a fucking finish.
What a
Holy shit.
finish, bro.
I thought that was an own goal for a second, the way that
Oh
looked.
my
Oh my god,
God.
what a fucking goal.
Oh my god. Put it in the Louvre. That's ridiculous. Thank the Lord above.
Hats off. Holy shit.
Oh
So,
my god.
this Qatari team.
Oh my god. Yeah, somebody run it up, please. For the love of God. Oh my goodness. I was gonna ask if you're rooting for somebody, but I think that's kind of apparent now.
I fucking hate this Qatari national team with a passion.
Dude,
bro, listen, like, all I'm saying is, like, you're Uzbek, right?
No.
Because I always hear you talking about Uzbekistan, like, on Twitter.
Dude, that is the greatest joke that I have allowed to go too far.
Oh my!
Like, I thought it was obvious that I was joke, because I don't think did I ever say I was Uzbek?
I feel like I don't know. Like, I always just, like, there's a lot more coverage on, like, the Uzbekistan national team on Twitter. Like, I've noticed that, so I was just like,
yeah,
and, like, also, you do kind of look like Central Asian a little bit.
Yeah, I get that a lot, actually. Yeah. No, yeah, see, I dug my own grave at that one. Dude, I realized that when somebody else the other day, he was putting out the Uzbekistan tentative lineup for the U23 Asian Cup. And I was like, oh my gosh, there's some studs in here. Because, like, 5 of them were the starters in this tournament because the entire team was, like, dead. And I was like, yeah, you know, what's the expectation? Do people think they're going to win? And he was like, yeah, I would expect a semifinal. By the way, I love your content. Like, he was like, you're my favorite Uzbek. He was like, you and somebody called, like, Uzbek Football English, who I follow, and he has a lot of good stuff. And I was like,
yeah.
Oh shit. I was like, have I reached the point of no return with this? No, my mom is Hispanic, she's Mexican Spanish, and my dad is like French, but I mean just like white. Like, he's a white American dude, super all-American. We trace our lineage back to, you know, like the French kind of like Southern England area. But no.
Okay, that's fair.
But dude, I get Kazakh quite often.
Yeah.
Uzbek for sure. Especially during the Asian Cup. The Uzbek is shot up, dude. That is so funny. Oh my god, I'm about to tell the rest of the squad, Connor and Jake, about that. It's so funny. Yeah, I can't remember what we were talking. You said you're Uzbek, right? It just threw me off.
Oh yeah, no. So like fucking Pedro over here scored the last penalty. A lot of Qatari heritage from that guy.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
It's just shit like that, man. Like I'm fine with like dual nats. Like, that's totally cool with me.
Yeah.
But if it's literally just a player coming to play in your league, and then like after a year or so, they just become the national team. Like, it's just, I'm never gonna back that.
Yeah. With the whole naturalization thing, I mean, it's like UAE, bro. Their entire attack is also like Brazilian. You know what I mean? Like,
you know the story of Caio Canedo?
No. Oh God, please tell me.
So Caio Canedo, I don't know if this is really his fault. I don't know how this all like works, but he once played for the East Timor national team. And East Timor got suspended like a few years back because they had so many Brazilians playing for them that basically forged like their like passports and documents and all that kind of stuff to actually like play for the East Timor national team. And included in that list was Caio Canedo. So I always find it funny that he's just now on the UAE team.
So this guy is a national team mercenary.
Yeah,
literally.
Basically. Yeah.
He was so thirsty for that national team check. He was like, I'm gonna play for East Timor.
Yeah.
What? Dude, first off, that man's a fraud. I'm sorry. And second, I can't say I'm not surprised. That's the most that is the dual nat well, not even a dual nat, but that's like the naturalization / dual nat worst case. Like that's the biggest fear, right? Is my man is literally on Etsy shopping around for a national team to play for. That is ridiculous. I mean, East Timor, like to me, like I don't know, let's pick a country. I'm not ethnically Japanese. I don't have Japanese parents, but if I lived in Japan for, 6 years and I learned to speak the language, I think that I would be super honored to represent Japan. You know what I mean? If I was there for, or I don't know, if Mongolia hit me up and they were like, would you like to play for Mongolia? I'd probably, from the player perspective, I understand why they would say yes. Cause it's like, oh, well, I get to be an international footballer. But unless I don't know, have a Mongolian friend, wife, uncle, lived there, something, I love Genghis Khan, I'm never going to have any emotional connection to the national team. And that's like my biggest fear is this shit just becomes like club football, which I love club football too, but national is my priority. That's kind of how I feel about it. I'm not anti it, but it's like, how do you safeguard against guys like Cal Canedo? Because that is ridiculous, dude.
No, yeah. I think like I can kind of understand after 5 years or something like that. But I cannot defend some shit like someone staying in a league for like 1 year and then all of a sudden they just become like Qatari or something.
Damn, this Qatar press is actually pretty good right now. Dude, I was so disappointed that Uzbekistan was just that down bad during the tournament because I think a full strength Uzbekistan really would have beat Qatar.
Oh, 100%.
Dude, this Lucas Mendez guy pisses me off too.
Yeah, he does.
I
was about to say, this guy does not look Qatar.
No, I think he's Mendez. I think he's also Brazilian.
It's always the Brazilians, I swear. Yeah. Like, outside of him, there's like maybe... outside like the Brazilians, you got like Tyus Browning, who plays for China. And there's a Sergio Aguero that played for the Malaysian team, like maybe like a year ago.
Oh, you're not talking about Morales, the current center mid? I forgot his first name, but he plays for Malaysia.
Oh yeah, him as well.
And I think they're dude, actually the Southeast got hella dual nats right now. I don't know if any are naturalized, but y'all like the only one.
I don't really get it. Like we only just like naturalized a dual nat like goalkeeper, but that's about it. There's like a whole Facebook account. Oh wait, you're wrong with the chest here.
Oh gosh.
Please just make it two. I can't. There's gonna be some bullshit with this ref. I can just tell.
Some bullshit. Yeah. That has been the talk on Iranian Twitter for the past.
Oh, I know.
Just Kuwaiti ref, like Ramo Morales. Yep, that's him. The chat, they letting us know. Dude, I think my least favorite dual nat / naturalized player is probably Everton for Hong Kong.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, that guy. Maybe hot take. I actually think Hong Kong could have gotten a win and potentially even a draw and been a better third place finish if that guy was not such a selfish prick. But he just shoots every time he gets the ball. It would never pass to his teammates ever. And I'm like, I just watched him. I'm like, this guy thinks he's the main character. He thinks he's the main character.
Hong Kong national team as well.
For the Hong Kong national team. Pretty sure he's Brazilian, I think. Oh, good. Oh my gosh. This has to be a shot. This has to be a good block.
Have a go.
Oh, that cross. That cross is not great. I think that's Koldos. 14, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you been watching a bunch of either of these teams?
So I've watched a decent bit of Iran because my best friend is Iranian. And before the Japan game, I was kind of praying on their downfall because me and my friend, like, we don't want to see each other be happy.
Of course not.
But now it's just like, okay, Jordan's there. That's fine. I need Qatar out of this tournament now. Qatar, yeah. I've seen, like, I saw the first game. And then I also saw the game against Uzbekistan. Also the Palestine game as well. The Palestine game pissed me off.
God, that pissed me off. I really thought Palestine were gonna do it, man.
I thought so too, man. They looked really good. That's the thing. Like they were doing exactly what I expected them to do, and it's just, yeah, man, it's tough.
Yeah, bro. Even China gave him a good game. Like I drag the Chinese national team quite regularly, but even they gave Qatar a pretty good game. They just have the worst attack, I think, at the Asian Cup outside of India, maybe.
What is it, like the top 3 in like populations? Not a single decent footballer. That's crazy. Well, actually, there is Wu Lei, but he just didn't show up.
Yeah, he was terrible.
Yeah.
Actually, like very, very bad. Their best player was probably Tyus Browning. He was good. He was good. I think his mom's Chinese, right, or something.
I think
he's definitely half. It could be his dad, but yeah, the Chinese backline. I guess if there is a positive takeaway from the Asian Cup is you only conceded like a Puskas nominee. That was the only goal you conceded.
Mhm.
You know, on the downside, offensively, probably the most clueless side going forward outside of India, who were just terrible.
I know you had like beef with the Indian fans during the Asian Cup, didn't you?
I think it's still ongoing, but they don't really talk that much anymore now that they've been eliminated. That was the weirdest beef I've ever been involved in, because the beef originated. It wasn't even me that said the inflammatory comment. It was Albert Kim. Shout out to Albert.
Oh yeah, Albert.
He was like, I think Australia is going to win like 6-0, is what he said. I thought Australia was going to win 4-0, but Australia, of course, end up winning. End up winning 2-0. I mean, completely dominate. Just Australia are toothless. And that was like step 2 of the beef, which was all the Indian fans coming back and being like, look at this stupid foreigner. He doesn't know ball. He thought,
oh shit.
No,
get the fuck
that's
out
a foul.
Of here.
That's a foul.
Referee, what are you talking about? Nah.
What?
Nah. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
There's no way.
Yeah, I'm going to need to see something.
There's no way.
I'm going to need to see something.
Someone check this man's house. It must have turned from an apartment to a mansion last night.
Oh, check if he just opened up a bank account in the Bahamas.
Was he driving a Fiat or a Ferrari today? That's the real question. That's insane.
Check his wife's Instagram story. Did she post a picture of a new diamond ring? If so, we need to investigate. Oh Lord! Oh my!
No way!
Oh my
you
God!
You gotta be kidding me!
You are kidding
gotta
me.
Be kidding me! There ain't no fucking way,
dude.
There ain't no fucking way. I need to see replay because I want to see if maybe we're wrong here. But I could have sworn that man did not get the ball.
We need to go all the way back. Oh my God! And there was a handball
too. So yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Oh my Lord, man! You have got to be kidding me!
Oh my God! From the center back, I think 24. Oh Lord Almighty!
Can we see like the other replay, please?
Yeah. Can we go?
They're not going to show it. I know they're not going to. Yellow card for that. Oh God!
Right, bro.
Please, can we just?
Oh my!
Are we not gonna get a replay here?
Iran conceded the same goal against Japan, literally. Yes, except that one was even worse because that was a big lob. Oh, good Lord. Oh, please just beat that ass, please. Oh my gosh.
Oh, my friend's texting me. I just know exactly what he's saying. We're not going to get a replay. That is insane.
That is insane. Jack hates Qatar and India. I don't hate India. I do hate Qatar.
I just want to see what my friends say.
Oh my god. Dude, what are we watching, bro? Not a single replay. The ref could not have been less interested in calling a foul.
that was insane.
Oh my gosh. Do you recognize this guy from another game? Nothing's coming to mind of another game at this Asian Cup, but of course this can't be his first one. Do you recognize him from?
I mean, I never really like pay attention to the refs in general, so I can't tell you.
Yeah.
But I'm just confused.
I'm stunned right now.
I mean, like, I had a feeling some shit like this would happen, but that's insane. Even the feeds are behind this as well. Like, that's just crazy.
Yeah. Please score off this corner kick. I will say, as much of a oh my god.
And of course that's gonna be is that gonna be yellow? Yeah, I knew it. Yeah, because I mean it's so obvious. It's so obvious.
I mean, that is the right call. That is a yellow card. It's just, how do you not call that the other way? Also, Safi, I don't know if he needs to pick up a yellow there. It's kind of
the one thing that like has always kind of made me a little just made me question this Iran team is their defense. Like they've done well so far, but that back line is just, I don't know. Sometimes, like the Syria game, I was a little iffy about. They did well against Japan though, so I just really just depends on which one we get today.
Yeah, and they're gonna have to keep their cool, despite some controversial calls that are certainly like they can't let it affect them.
Exactly.
And maybe some Iranians in the chat don't want to hear this, but I feel like the ref gave them a somewhat favorable game against Japan. Like the fact that Iran had no yellow cards at the end of the game is ridiculous.
I mean I agree on that, but also Japan had quite a bit of I feel like there should have been more fouls called on Japan in that game as well.
Really? I don't know if I'm not saying Japan should have won. They were trash.
No, 100%, 100%.
But I'm just saying, like, there was a couple fouls, a couple from Azmoun that were late as hell. I think Ezzatolahi like cleared out. It might have been Minamino or Kubo, just like cleared him out, and the ref didn't give a card. And I felt like it allowed Iran to play like a super physical brand of ball, and Japan just collapsed. That was my observation. Anyways.
Yeah.
Oh,
one thing I've just noticed as well, like with when Qatar scored, they showed the exact same fan from when I think they scored in the quarterfinal, I'm pretty sure.
Wait, really? Okay, I didn't notice that.
So. Because I just like it was just going it was running through my head for a second. Like it's the same celebration and everything. It's that same guy. I'm not trying to create any conspiracy or anything, because like I've seen Arsenal do this with like their fans before. But
are you suggesting that he's a clone, or are you suggesting he's the only fan and that's why
the only fan? He could be a clone. You never know.
Is this like a Star Wars thing here where he's Boba Fett, or are they like, well, we can't pan to the rest of the stadium because ain't nobody else actually watching?
So I can't lie. I have never actually watched Star Wars in my life. Wow. Actually, I watched The Last Jedi, but that was with some friends. I had no idea what the fuck was going on.
You watched arguably the worst one.
I know.
That's crazy.
Because I remember I got out of the theater and I was like, yo, that was like kind of decent, you know? Everyone's like, dude, that was so fucking bad. I'm like, damn, okay, all right, never mind.
Yeah. If I'm gonna recommend you just watch one, it's Rogue One.
Rogue One? Okay.
Rogue One is actually worth a watch. I don't know who the director was, but it's totally different vibe from the rest of them. It's a little more serious. It's a standalone. You get in, you get out. Action scenes are dope. That'd be the one I would say.
Which one's the one where it's like the scene of, I think it's like Luke Skywalker, and it's like a bunch of kids in like a room, and like I think like the final like shot is just him like whipping out his lightsaber or something.
I have no idea. What?
It's like I don't know how to.
Bunch of kids.
This like scene like pops up. Like I've seen this on like, I feel like a good amount of like people who haven't even watched Star Wars have like seen this scene. But I think it's just like a bunch of kids, and like I think like they get killed or something. I don't know. You never see them get killed. It's like, yeah.
Yeah, the chat is right. It's Revenge of the Sith. Yeah, it's Anakin. It's Anakin.
Oh, that's
Skywalker.
Anakin.
Yeah. Yeah, he goes and he kills all the baby Jedi. Yep. Spoiler alert for anyone who hasn't seen Revenge of the Sith. It came out like 20 years ago. Yep.
Oh god,
dude, Asmoon is pissed, and I think rightfully so.
Me too, man.
Oh my gosh, man.
You gotta just hope for like some of the veteran experience. Cause I mean, this Iranian team has been through it all, so you just have to hope that the ref doesn't get in their minds the whole game, because it's just gonna be bad.
Yeah,
man, most Qatari man.
Dude, so how come Vietnam doesn't have the dual nats and stuff that the other nations have? Is it pop? Because y'all have like what, 95 million people? Like you got a lot of people.
No, we have. So basically, there's like Vietnam football is like bigger on Facebook, and there's an account that tracks. It gets a little weird sometimes because you start seeing like 9-year-olds on there from like the US that are like half Viet. But it like tracks these like players and like talks about like, you know, their achievements or like what they can do, all this kind of stuff. Some of them also in Europe as well. They're like younger and stuff. But I mean, yeah, they're never on the radar when it comes to like the federation itself. And I've never really gotten that. I don't know why. We just kind of, I kind of understand it in a sense, because it's like with the one concern, especially with I feel like with dual nats just in general would be like the language barrier. And like Indonesia has worked that well. I'm not sure how they have, but it seems like they've figured something out. But like the main thing with the Vietnamese national team is the fact that when we naturalized one of our keepers, one of the things was he couldn't really speak Vietnamese. So it was a matter of like communication, like there was a concern on that. So I think that's kind of the reason why there's not much of a demand for dual nats.
Interesting.
That's like the only thing I could think of, though, because it just seems like if the federation wants to, you know, because since they're prioritizing the national team over anything else, I feel like that's the best way to do it. That's like kind of your shortcut in a way. Obviously, you don't want to overdo it, but at least just a little bit.
So it's not a situation like India where legally they can't have a dual nat because of their like constitution or government.
No, nothing like that.
Okay. Ooh, this is a good attack. Oh, what the hell, bro? Oh my god, it was a 4-on-3.
Ain't no way.
Some cheeky ass back heel, man.
We had some back and forth to like begin this game. Now it's just a scuffle like every other Asian Cup game I've seen so far.
The language barrier is interesting because I wonder how many of the Indonesian guys speak. I mean, is it even called Indonesian? Like, aren't there like 100 languages in Indonesia? I don't know what the main one is called, but
I feel like you'll never see two Indonesian people look the same because there's so many different ethnic groups in that country. I don't know about entirely dialects. I just know there's Indonesian and yeah, that's it. That's all I know.
Yeah. Because
all I know is like anytime I see a comment that's in Indonesian, it will more than likely be the most toxic thing I've read all day.
yeah, so those are your main ops, the Indonesians.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not a good ball. Is that Golos again? It's the second time he's put in a kind of shite weighted ball.
Jesus.
How is that not a
My
bro?
God, dude, he just need him in the back.
It was a flying knee in the back.
Neymar shit right there. Jesus.
Dude, and then he got hurt. What a bitch. Oh my god,
Oh
dude.
my gosh.
And the thief's talking to the ref like, hey man, remember you're supposed to card him next time. Good lord. I think Indonesians speak Tagalog. Don't they speak Tagalog in
Isn't that the
Philippines? Yeah.
Yeah.
No, my Filipino friends definitely speak that. I
don't know if they speak it there. They might. I have no clue.
Somebody is saying Javanese and Sundanese. That
Oh yeah,
sounds more.
Javanese. Yeah.
That sounds more.
Maybe
Does
it's
my boy Elkin Baggett, does he speak Javanese? I don't know. I'll have to ask him. Are you fluent?
Nah, I'm gonna start learning like next week actually.
Oh, sick.
Yeah. It's been something I've been pushing back for so long. I went to Vietnam like last year. I was like, damn, this kind of sucks. Like I kind of want to just talk to the people here.
Yeah.
But I wasn't really able to unless I wanted to use Google Translate the entire time, which yeah, I was not doing that.
Yeah. Languages are tough.
They are, man. But it's also cool. Like I've always wanted to learn another language. One of my motivators is the fact that one of my friends has studied like Russian for the past like 4 years now. Every time we get drunk with each other, like he'll just start speaking fluent Russian. I never understood what he's saying, but I feel like that's I don't know. That'd be kind of cool.
Sick.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I remember one time like we were going to a club and then I forgot my ID, so I had to go back to the place. And then he called me speaking nothing but Russian. But the only thing I could the one thing I could get out of it was that he wanted like me to get his jacket for him. I can't remember entirely how I figured that out. But the entire time I was just like, okay, so like which jacket is it? And he just says like a bunch of Russian. And like the only thing I know in Russian is da, because that means yes.
So
like just
you
basically
damn, you went Sherlock Holmes on that and
No, exactly.
deciphered a foreign language you know nothing about except da.
You just start asking like yes and no questions and hope that he only says da.
Oh, please do something here. Please do something. Oh my gosh, the weight of that pass. It was a big ass. Oh
No.
my god.
Nah.
Not one on one.
Man. Not like this.
Sprint
Not
back,
like
sprint back,
this.
sprint back, sprint back.
Oh
my gosh, good. Oh my lord.
Oh, please God. Please God.
Dude. Please God. Oh, don't do it to me.
I can't have this, man. I cannot have this.
Gosh. It's not spectacular defending, actually. Kind of fortunate Afif shoots it right at the keeper, who I think does pretty well there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that is the worst thing that can happen for Iran, is they have to sprint with Akram Afif or Almoz Ali.
Yeah.
That's just not what you want at all. Oh my gosh. See what the stats are looking like. We got 3 shots for Iran, 2 for Qatar, 2 on target for Qatar, 1 for Iran. 83 passes for Iran, 55 for Qatar.
Yeah.
Both in the 60s, 60% success rate for both teams.
Jesus.
Sounds about right. Oh, gosh. I will say, I think the Qatar manager has done a really, really good job.
Oh yeah, just coming in as well, like it's really impressive.
It is very impressive because a lot of the players he's using, not all of them, but a lot of them are still kind of that old crop that we thought were completely finished. And they might be finished, and I pray I pray every day, like I said.
I pray too, man. I pray too.
But they are finished. Oh my god.
I'm praying to the gods, man. We can't have these guys represent AFC for the next 4 years again.
Dude, no, we cannot. No, we cannot.
Oh
my gosh. I've seen a lot of US fans talking about how Qatar got completely slapped at the Gold Cup.
Oh yeah. Didn't they make it to like the quarters?
Yeah. They made it to the quarters and beat Mexico in the group, unfortunately.
I forgot.
And that is somehow like that. And what else? That and the US beating Iran at the World Cup have become like the two data points I see most often as to why the US is just clear.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is like fucking like I've seen some insane takes regarding like the 1-0 results against Iran. Because it's like people are just people are very much downplaying the whole fact that like the entire like Iranian national team, like both like not just them, but also their families were being threatened. And it's just like I don't know. It's definitely like a good amount of trolls as well, but I feel like there's actually people out there that legitimately think that oh well, did that actually like prevent them from marking Pulisic? Like, are you fucking stupid?
Yeah, right.
Like, I just put yourself in the shoes of someone who's having like not only themselves threatened, right, but their entire family. Like, I feel like that's just. I feel like that messes with you a little bit, you know?
Yeah. Everybody you care about. And then those same people will turn around and blame the pitch in Honduras for why the US couldn't get a result. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. So a little bit of standing water is going to completely affect the US men's national team, but death threats on them and their family, not a factor.
No, exactly.
Not a factor.
This is why I fucking hate USMNT Twitter, man. It's just like, it's a cesspool. Like, the thing is, like, I do agree with a good amount of the stuff they say about, like, Berhalter and all that kind of stuff, but, like, anything else, it's just, like, the most deranged takes I've ever seen. Actually, yesterday, right, I saw someone, I don't know if they're a troll or not. That's the thing, right? I know Tak, like, I know, like, he has these beliefs. He believes in them, but I know there's an intention behind them besides that. But like other people, I'm not too sure about. And I saw someone use like the fact that they beat Mexico in Asia back in 2002 as a way to defend the away record. And I'm just like,
holy shit.
How that was what?
That was 22 years
22 years, yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's crazy. The dumbest thing I saw yesterday, this is probably even worse. This is even worse than that because at least that game is like the greatest, US victory arguably in their history. Like, you can make an argument for others, but
yeah,
some dude tried to argue that because Korea didn't win the Gold Cup in 2000 when they were invited,
didn't Canada win that one?
Yes, I think they did in 2000.
Yeah.
That was their argument for how like Asian teams can't perform in North America. I was like, my man, you just went back 20 fucking years. I don't even know if this was the Korean A team. I don't know any of these guys. I have no context for this. How is that proof that Asia can't win away from home? It's just like, what about the World Cup, bro? Just the things that will get pulled out of nowhere.
It's actually insane.
It is insane.
It really is.
It is insane.
I wouldn't be surprised if someone pulled up like 1930. Like,
Probably.
you just fucking imagine.
Probably. I'm just like, bro, like, Brazil have been to the Gold Cup twice and they haven't won it. Or is the
Yeah.
U.S. clear of Brazil? Is that proof that Brazil can't perform away from home? Like, what are you trying to say? I just don't understand the point in a lot of the stuff they say. They'll just be like, "Oh, Costa Rica beat Japan." I'm like, and
Yeah, it's just like I really don't get it, because it's like you're defending your away record by talking about neutral grounds, where on both, like, you get like an equal amount of like whichever fans on both sides. Like,
yes.
I don't know. It's just USMNT Twitter, man. It's an interesting place. I hate like 90% of them.
Sometimes I ask myself, should I respond? Because I'll just see yet another account with a Christian Pulisic AC Milan profile picture, and I'm like, I'm not going to get through to this man. I'm not going to get through to him. There's nothing I can say that's going to convince somebody whose username is "I love U.S. soccer" that the U.S. ain't all that. I can't convince him. So sometimes I just give up.
Yeah,
You just
I think it's okay to have like some delusion, but going out full out Delulu, that's when it just that's when you need to stop.
Yes. Yeah, everybody's biased. Everybody can be passionate about their national team. There's nothing wrong. I mean, the Indians are mad passionate, but they're also deluded,
terrible. Yeah, exactly.
Beyond belief. Like, they genuinely are in my comments saying that India is winning the 2027 Asian Cup, and I'm like, mate, you're not even going to qualify for the expanded World Cup.
Sometimes I wish I had this kind of delusion.
It must be nice. I think that as well.
Must be.
I'm in the shower sometimes, and I'm just like, wow, life would be great, Like,
you can just actively watch dog shit and just be like, I cannot win. I cannot wait to win the World Cup in 4 years' time. Like, that's happiness you just can't achieve.
Yeah. You can watch decades of national team failure and be like, we are one player away from winning the World Cup.
It's like, guys, Chechu just needs like one attacking midfielder behind him. That's it. That's all he needs.
Oh my gosh. Crazy. It's crazy. Oh my God. So if Vietnam, US play each other in World Cup final, are you going for Vietnam?
So people have asked me this question many times before. It's just like, it's hard. But I don't know. I'd have to be like, it would have to like, I'd have to be in the moment to really like know which team I'd go for. That's like probably the most difficult question I've been asked like numerous times. Right now, I think it'd still be the US, just because, like, I mean, I was a US fan before I was a Vietnam fan.
Fair. Okay.
But yeah, that would be a really tough game to watch. Even just like as a friendly, that would be a tough game to watch. Actually, no, it wouldn't, because I think I would just go full out Vietnam because just in case maybe we get a result, I would never let anyone hear the end of it.
I feel like you kind of have to as well, because you're a very big spokesperson and representative for the national team. So like they kind of need you in their corner, to take on the hordes of US stands.
Yeah, someone once told me that I was like the PR guy for like the Southeast Asian nations.
The PR guy. I mean, they're not wrong.
No, yeah.
See, for me, the older I get and the more football I watch, the more that I lean like heavily towards Mexico. But like when I just started watching the sport, I just thought it was cool that like both teams were, I guess, okay at the time. Mexico was certainly the better side, like 2010 era. But just like, I don't know, maybe becoming a content creator and like engaging with both communities. Oh my God!
Hell nah. Hell nah.
Oh, I'm done, bro.
Hell nah. It's over.
That's a screamer, though.
It's so over.
That is a screamer, though.
Oh my God, that was a beautiful goal. I can't even lie.
Afif is him. Oh my God.
Jordan, if you can hear me, please save me, Jordan. Jordan, save me.
Why is this happening, dude? Oh my lord.
Fuck you, Akram.
Dude,
Fuck you.
He's straight sauced on them.
He's so
Wow.
good. What a finish.
Oh my gosh. See, people will like see this and be like, there's no,
He wouldn't do that against Matt Turner.
No, or I was gonna say they'll just think he's not that good. Like they'll think he's only able to do that because he's playing Iran, not the fact that he's an absolute baller. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh my fucking god! Oh my
I mean,
god!
look, I hate Qatar, but I do really like Akram Afif. Like that guy is just.
No,
I
he's
think
a baller.
he's such a good representative of what actually is peak Asian football.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, him, Musa Altamari, guys that like people you probably don't rate because they don't know who they are, but studs, man, absolute studs.
Wait, Altamari plays for Montpellier. Like, I would say he's one of the more highly rated Asian players. I'm genuinely surprised I've never seen Akram Afif like play in Europe. I feel like for at least some team, like maybe second division or something like that, I feel like he'd do pretty well.
You know, I thought that people also. No, Barsham's a wind-up merchant. I would ignore that. Surprised you didn't give Jakenbosch a red there. See, I thought people kind of knew Musa Altamari until the shitstorm yesterday, and then I realized nobody has any idea who he is, and I was like, oh god.
That was just USMNT Twitter, wasn't it?
Yep.
Well, like they don't know ball outside the US. Like,
yeah,
it doesn't surprise me at all.
God, dude.
Yeah, me too, bro. Me too.
My lord. What was your prediction for Qatar pre-tournament?
I had Palestine beating them, which for like 45 minutes, I was pretty confident.
Oh, that prediction was on track. Yeah.
All right.
I think one defense that I have for my Qatar prediction, which was like they'll lose as soon as they play a good team, is that I was assuming that Carlos Queiroz was going to be their manager. And when he randomly got sacked, I didn't know who Tinti Marquez was. I didn't know his play style or anything. And I was like, this might actually be worse because at least Queiroz can just like play haram ball and, you know, make Qatar impossible to score against.
Yeah.
So I was like, this could backfire. But it turns out like both last minute managerial appointments, like Thailand and Qatar, both managers actually did pretty damn good. I mean, the Qatar guy's doing an exceptional job.
Yeah, I was really surprised with Thailand in particular, just because they had terrible preparation for this tournament.
Yes. Like, yeah, but Ishii had him looking good.
Yeah, I mean, Ishii was their coach. Like,
no
way, no way,
nah. Going for a handball.
The sports gods hate us. The sports gods hate us.
Is he calling a pen? Hold on. What?
I don't know. Is that a handball? No, that's not a handball.
No, not a handball.
I didn't think it was a handball. Like it looked like it just hit his chest or something. No, you don't have to check it. We already know, please.
Oh my god.
There's no way my light
like
already
a
died.
thief minus the afro. Wow.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I could see it.
I kind of agree, actually.
I need to get some new lights.
Dude, I was having a light problem like early on in the tournament. I had like both backlights were flickering at the same time, and I was sure I was gonna give the viewer like a seizure.
Yeah.
So I just took both of them out. I was like, I can't do this.
Yeah, I haven't improved my setup since like 2021. So it's just the same camera and like LED like pole that I just lean on my like desktop.
Are you YouTube full time?
Yeah,
That's sick, dude. That's awesome.
I thank you, man. It's just
How long
it's
how
been the
long ago
dream.
did you get to go full time?
Um, Spring of 2022 was like I finally convinced my mom because my dad was all for it, but my mom was like, "That's the Asian side." Um, so it took a little longer, but like, oh,
Oh, oh my gosh, that was I think the wrong decision.
oh,
Oh my gosh.
but yeah, with Asian mothers, once they see money, it's like okay, now they're convinced.
Do you monetize mostly from YouTube or Twitch?
Mostly YouTube because I barely ever stream. I want to stream more. I tell myself that, and then I never stream. But it is fun. Like anytime I get to just like talk with the chat, it's always fun. I'm also
Mhm.
like I feel like extra unhinged on stream, which is always fun.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, it's just a matter of finding time to do it. I don't have a very good way of scheduling it. I'm not very good at organizing a schedule in general. Um, yeah, but yeah,
Hmm.
it's mostly YouTube that's just like monetized.
God, what a shot from Afif. That's
God, yeah.
ridiculous. Oh my god, I mean it's picture perfect. Um outside of YouTube, like did you have a job before or was there like a career you were studying to go into?
So I was studying business in college, and then I realized that I didn't want to do that. So I was still doing that major, but I was in community college at the time, so it was just like I didn't really have to try that hard. So I just basically put like like all my eggs into one basket with YouTube. Like I wanted to do YouTube like since I was probably 8. So it just kind of felt like the last chance to do it. And thankfully it worked out.
That's pretty early, dude. What made you want to do that?
Like be a YouTuber.
Yeah.
Oh,
Was this
like
like your favorite YouTubers and you were like, I want to do that?
yeah, it was just kind of like I don't know. It was a mixture of like obviously kind of like the fact that like you're creating videos and people are just watching them. That's like pretty cool. And like I remember sometimes I would just kind of like scroll through the comments and it was just like intriguing seeing what people thought of like other people's works and stuff. Um yeah, sometimes I don't even really know myself. It's just something I've always wanted to do. But those are like the one or like the few things I remember like that really got me into it. That and just like I don't know, it felt like such a fun job. Like at the time, it was just mostly me watching like video game walkthroughs and stuff. So thinking about just like talking over like video games, like that was really cool.
Hmm.
I guess it just evolved into like it evolved from that to just like I guess becoming like a YouTuber of some sort, just having like a viewer base that watches your videos. You can interact with them and stuff. Like I think the best thing about this job is just the fact that like it's just so cool kind of thinking about the fact that there's like people just watching your shit. Like I don't know. That's
Yeah.
like you put in so much work into something, especially like I just worked on like a Japan vlog. Like I just put that together and like I couldn't care less. Like I mean, I would like the video to do well because it's probably going to be the only video I make this month because I have to work on a whole last video essay. But at the end of the day, like I'm just excited to see what people think of it. Like just the
Yeah.
comment, everything.
Yeah. I mean, especially I've never done necessarily like the vlog style ones, but
Mm.
I feel like by the time you put it out, it's almost like your baby kind of thing. You know,
Mm-hmm.
it's like I'm sure you've put I mean, I know what the grind looks like. I'm sure you put hours into that and like making sure all the edits. You had to film it in the first place, which is sometimes really cumbersome. Like just walking around with a camera, like talking to it,
Yeah.
rather than like living in the moment type thing.
So what I do, because I still very much like was living in the moment, it was just a matter of like from time to time, just like grabbing some kind of like footage. Like it was always like pretty natural because I'm never really talking on camera, like ever. Like I don't know. I'm not comfortable doing that. It's just kind of it makes me feel a little weird just like talking in front of a camera while there's just
Yeah.
people around me. Like I'm sure I'll overcome that at some point, but right now can't do it. So how I kind of like set up this vlog was just I had a bunch of just like video footage and everything, and then I just had like a post commentary over pretty much like most of the vlog. And honestly, I like doing it that way just because you can go back and kind of like make a few more
Explain.
jokes. Like, yeah, you
Yeah,
can
yeah,
explain. You can make it overall more entertaining than what I think um there is like with potential for like like just one where you just like talk in front of a camera.
yeah, yeah. I agree. Maybe we'll adopt a video with that style, dead ball TV one day. But um, regardless, I'm excited to see the vlog.
Yeah.
What do you
Do you
think
guys
about?
just
Oh, go ahead.
yeah? Do you guys just so you guys talk about what you call it like match analysis and stuff like that basically?
Yeah. I would say there's probably like a couple main content pieces. We have like the Dead Ball TV podcast, which is usually me, Jake, and Connor. And
Mhm.
depending on what's going on, usually we focus on Prem just because that's like the big thing that a lot of people want to hear about. But there's a lot of CONCACAF too. And then I'll do a bunch of like my own like solo videos. So like most of the Asian Cup has been like my kind of solo vids. The
That's
guys would jump on for the live stream, but they're not really into Asian football as much as I am. So
hmm
it's kind of difficult to have like in-depth discussions with them because they don't like watch that much. They're much better at doing that for CONCACAF or CONMEBOL or the Premier League.
hmm
Um, that's kind of what the formula's been recently. We're trying to switch it up a little bit, kind of collab with more creators, like you or anybody else in the Twitter space, and kind of see where it goes. Like we want to go full time pretty soon, obviously as soon as possible. But it's a grind, dude.
No, yeah. So like, how many people are on Deadball?
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel
we
like
have
it's a
guests
little
on a
more
lot.
difficult as well, just because like going full time, you got to find a way to like split the revenues there as
Yeah,
well.
for sure, for sure. Um, I feel like we should talk about this game a little bit.
Yeah,
What do you think so
this,
far?
um, I've liked Qatar in terms of how they've played so far. I think they've been the better team. Um, Iran, honestly, like they looked like they were gonna just run away with it in the first 5 minutes, the way they were playing.
Yeah, yeah,
But Qatar have definitely adapted. They've looked a whole lot better. It's gonna be interesting in the second half because also like I wouldn't say Iran's out of it just yet. They had those
no,
few chances right before the end of the half. I think definitely Qatar are gonna maybe bunker down a little bit more. Well, they have been pretty much. And maybe just like that one like one-on-one opportunity, maybe they'll catch another one, and maybe this time they'll capitalize it. And then I can once again say the sports gods hate us. But I would say this is still like pretty interesting game, exciting. I'm looking forward to the second half.
yeah. Oh, Iran are definitely not out of it for sure. I think they'll also be feeling good that they were so dominant in the second half against Japan and were kind of more muted in the first.
Mm.
So, they have experience kind of. I'm not gonna say it was a bad first half. It wasn't bad. I'm shocked they only have one goal though.
Yeah.
Like I feel like a just scoreline is probably like 2-1 Iran, but Qatar have taken advantage of their opportunities and kind of like for the first time they've been like super clinical. I feel like most of the time they've been sort of wasteful this tournament, but
hmm
you're gonna pick a game to to pull out goals like that. It's probably the semifinal against Iran is the time where you want to do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Bro, and this Iranian back line, dude, the Kanani back line, I'm not convinced. I think it's the worst part of their team.
Yeah, and if they're playing a high line like this, I mean, it's not going to look good.
No. Oh gosh. You think Qatar turtle?
Turtle?
Yeah. Do you think they just like park the bus in the second half?
I don't think they park the bus entirely, but they'll definitely play a lot more defensively.
Which is
Because I think they
potentially
still
terrifying.
have, yeah. I think like especially with this kind of high line, they can very much take advantage of it. Like I think they still will have like a decent amount of possession. They'll have a few spells here or there, but I think, I mean, hopefully, for my sake. I think there will be more Iran sequences than Qatari sequences in the second half for sure.
Man, I'm hoping. God, what a goal from Afif, though. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, just replaying this. We'll never see the replay of that one other
No,
incident.
we'll never ever see
We'll
that
see
again.
about like 15 of them.
Yeah. I was saying that it was going to come down to either Igangin or Akram Afif for who's going to win best player, but now it's definitely Afif or Musa Al-Tamari, and I feel like Afif has done too much. Like Tamari's been a stud, but Afif has been completely unplayable. Like completely unplayable in every single game.
Yeah, like the one player that I would say was like the most convincing of the group stages was him, like by far.
By far.
Carried that on.
Yes. Yeah, he has been absolutely cooking. And the fact that Azmoun scores this goal and Iran are down, I don't know if that makes it better or worse. Like, that's crazy good, man.
I mean, it's kind of funny. It's almost like we've forgotten about that. Like for me, I kind of forgot about the Sardar goal just because of that Afif finish. But yeah, man, like we've had some pretty good goals in this game. Pretty good goals in this tournament in general, honestly.
Yeah, and unfortunately, like 4 of the top 10 probably belong to Qatar, which I cannot believe I'm saying that, but I have to be honest. I mean, Afif's had 2 bangers. Al Haidos has had 2 bangers. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Yep. I'm gonna be big sad if this result holds. Big sad, bro.
Please, if you could hear me, Sardar, save me.
Oh my gosh.
What's the chat even saying? I have not looked at the chat like once. Because I've just been like screen sharing this game.
Somebody said hello from Uzbekistan. Somebody said, yo, Maxwell. Is it Maxwell or Maqwell?
It's either one. I mean, my actual name is Maxwell.
Okay, I'll say Maxwell then. That's what I've always said, but people are like, yeah, Maqwell. I'm like, is that how you say it? Okay. Taremi who? Question mark. Azmoun who? I mean, Azmoun scored at Bicycle, bro. I'm not sure if
I can't really. Poor tournament from Almoez Ali. Yeah, honestly, I did expect a little more from Almoez, even though he had a terrible World Cup. Like I still expected a little bounce back.
Dude, and that is Almoez Ali, freaking 9 goals to the last Asian Cup. He's been below average, and Qatar are winning currently in a semifinal. That is wild. That is wild. Again, I got to give props to the coach and Akram Afif for being on that Super Saiyan juice.
Oh god, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
Oh, it's just ads. Okay.
Oh, the ads at halftime? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why they just black out the ads.
Dude, so are you also a Japan fan?
I mean, like, at this point, yeah. I do like Japanese football. Like, just from, like, the J League to the national team. Like, it's just... Especially the J League, it's just very unique. And just the way they approach, like, advertising the league and everything, it's just kind of, like, super fun. Very much, like, kind of a... Very, very, like, Japanese in the way they advertise it. So, yeah, I would definitely say I'm a fan.
Do you have a favorite team?
Favorite team, Vigolta Sendai.
How do you watch?
So you can't watch Vigolta Sendai. I'll say that. I can only manage to ever like see their results because they're in J2. But you can watch the J League through like their international YouTube channel. Like they'll broadcast like 4 games every week.
Really?
You hear that,
live
chat?
stream?
Yeah. As long as you're not in Japan, you can watch the games on YouTube.
Shit, I didn't know that. I'd be down to watch. I need a J League team, bro. I need a J League team. How'd you pick a J2 team? Or did they get relegated?
It was I think they got relegated maybe the year I started supporting them. So basically, like I did a video all the way back. This was how I found out about Japanese football, or at least like dug deeper into it. Basically, like there was the whole 2011 earthquake tsunami thing. And like the stories of that like hold a special place in my heart. So when I read about this team and how like their fans and the club basically like helped those towns that were like wiped out and everything, it was just like at that moment, it was just like, man, this club is fucking sick. And another thing also is the fact that like they base their chants, because a lot of Japanese team or Japanese ultras will base their chants off of like European and like South American influence. Vergota Sendai is different because they just base it off of like rock songs in the US. So like a lot of AC/DC. I'm not even that big into AC/DC, but it's just like that kind of creativity, just like, I don't know, it hooks you in. And
No,
like
that's
also before every game, they'll sing Country Roads by John Denver.
Really?
Yeah, it's fucking sick. I actually managed to go to a game when I was in Japan, and it was just like, it was so fucking cool.
Okay, that's probably like the last song that I would have expected them to say.
No, same.
We said Mountain Mama in the chat, bro. Wow. Okay.
They're super, super cool. I can't remember entirely. I feel like I was in the chat one time when you guys were watching a game, and I feel like we talked about anime just a tad bit.
We do delve into anime from time to time. Yes.
Yeah. So you ever watch JoJo?
I have not seen JoJo, but I know it's very popular and a lot of people like it.
It's super. I love JoJo, but the creator is from Sendai, and there's actually like in the ultras have like this one flag that's like a JoJo character. So it's just I don't know, like that's so cool to me.
Is that your favorite anime?
Favorite anime? Nah. You ever heard of Kaguya-sama?
Mm-mm.
That one's my favorite. It's like a rom-com basically, but it's actually funny.
Kaguya-sama, Love is War.
Yeah.
Sick. Is it on Crunchyroll? I just got an account.
Yeah, Crunchyroll.
Hell yeah.
All
right, I'm adding it to the list. I got to finish Demon Slayer season 4. I know I've been sleeping, but I only got 2 episodes left.
I can't even lie, man. I'm not the biggest fan of Demon Slayer. Like, I think, like, looking back and thinking about the episodes, I'm not that big of a fan of it. But in the moment, it's like, okay, this is pretty hype. I don't know. I can never really make up my mind with Demon Slayer.
I think the art style is the number one reason why it's popular. It's just a beautiful anime to watch. I thought season 1 was quite poor. Like, it actually took me about a year to finish season 1 because I thought it was so boring in the beginning.
It was, that training arc is like peak training arc. Like, it was
my god,
boring.
So boring.
No.
And I barely got through it. Yeah.
But also builds up to like one of the most hype moments of that entire anime. So like I can kind of forgive it for that. But still, it's just so bad to get through.
It was terrible. And I thought once they expanded the roster of characters, then it started to become good.
That's fair.
Like Inosuke is my favorite character, and I kind of think that he like saved the show, at least for me. I was like, finally, like a different personality on the show, not like stoic Japanese men and Tanjiro. Like, hey, dude, can you hold it down for like 1 minute? I'm just gonna run to the bathroom.
Yeah, hold on. I'll just whip out the chat.
Okay. All right, I'll be right back.
Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'll read your messages. All right. What are you guys saying in the chat? I know YouTube's a little delayed. This is why I never stream on YouTube. Because it's just like I'll say something and then I won't like get a response from anyone until like 80 years later. Oh shit! Hold up. Started with a good chance there. Why do you look like Albert? I swear to God, man. No, okay, listen, right? I'm telling you, I had to tell my TikTok audience this, even though I don't ever post on TikTok. I do not look like every Asian man. I am not every Asian man with clear glasses. All right, you understand that? You understand that? Thoughts on new Drake leak? Yeah, sometimes I do wish I could just like remove my eyes, and also my memory. Like the little like thing from Men in Black. What Thai club do you support? I went to a Thai game, actually, a Thai league game. went to two. No. I went to I forgot the name of the club, but I know it's like Bangkok Glass. I saw them play twice. I saw them play Ulsan in the Asian Champions League, and I also saw them play Port Authority. But I was at whatchamacallit. It was Port at home that I watched that game. That was also a hilarious game. I don't want to spoil too much because I also there's like a penalty being checked. I'm not even sure what the hell happened, but the Port FC BG game was really fun to watch. What happened to Iran for real? They can't even pass the ball. Honestly, I feel like no one can fucking pass the ball in this game. Also, I don't think this is a penalty, by the way. Ishii managed with many players in our current squad. We have high hopes. Yeah, I mean, like I can't remember entirely when he started managing you guys before this stint. The one concern I always had was just the fact that, like, would his tactics be outdated? Would he use the same tactics or, but it's worked out so far. So good for you guys.
Penalty check? Hold on. What you think here?
I don't think that's a penalty.
It kind of looks like it's just off the face.
Yeah, that's definitely. I don't know why it's being checked so long.
That time wasting, bro.
I can't wait for the 1 minute at a time. Who's your favorite Sendai player? Probably the North Korean guy because he's just kind of a legend for the club. Like, he's been there he only just retired this year, I think.
Damn, I must have missed something. I'm seeing chats about Bangkok United now.
Yeah, we started talking about Thai football for a little bit. I was mentioning how.
Wait, he called a pen?
Okay, you know what? I take back everything I said about this rep. What the fuck is going on?
Wait.
How in the hell is that a penalty? How? Wait, no. Hold on.
Wait,
I mean, this kind of balances out. But what?
This has to be a makeup call. You know what? Actually, hold on. This is what's happening. This is strategic. He's done this to get the media off his back because in the 84th minute, he's about to reward an equally controversial call to Qatar.
I see.
I see. I'm not fooled.
A big brain.
I'm not fooled.
A big brain.
I see what's going on here. I'm reading between the lines. Look at him. He just winked at Barsham. He said, just wait. 30 minutes. I got you. He's like, remember the script. Remember the script. Barsham's like, oh yeah.
That's fucking wild. I mean, whatever. Yeah, sure. Okay.
Let's hope these are better than the shit
Jesus
Uzbekistan
Christ,
penalties.
I watched that penalty shootout and then watched the South Africa Cape Verde penalty shootout after that.
And you were like, what is happening?
It's just like I remember the good old days when I could see a ball go into the net.
Dude, that South Africa keeper went off though.
He went crazy, dude.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god. And those South African penalty takers were not helping him one bit. Holy shit.
No, not at all.
Come on.
That he was saving grown man penalties. Here we go. Ooh. Yes, there we go.
We have a game, baby. We have a game. 2-2.
God is good. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful day outside, isn't it? Wow.
It's actually sunny. Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
what an absolute Chad. Absolute Chad. Dude, have you noticed this as well? How Iranians on Twitter, like, in my opinion, they got to be one of the most emotional fan bases I've ever seen. Have you noticed that as well? Like, go on any Iranian dude's account and just find his tweet from the beginning of the game to the end of the game. It's the greatest roller coaster I've ever. Oh my god!
Oh my word! Holy shit, dude! All right.
Oh Lord, dude! Maybe Abdurrazak should have gone down there. Hold on, dude.
Nah.
Mate, I think Baby Afif should have gone down there, dude. No, I like Abdurzak a lot. I thought he was their best player at the Gold Cup. And I don't think I mentioned it earlier, but he started the first game against
my word.
Oh
my God.
Gee, what is happening?
Oh my what? Wait, what the fuck? Holy shit. All right, chill.
Oh my God. Oh, Iran. Why are
Bro
you doing
just
this?
grabbed his shirt and then immediately was like, I
Yeah.
don't have enemies. I don't have enemies.
He was like, I didn't touch him after he just Lord.
Okay,
Oh,
that definitely there should have been a foul called before any of that shit happened.
was that not a foul on their goalkeeper, or have I lost my head?
I think there definitely should have been a foul before most of this shit happened. God, my God, the fucking Iranian defender almost gave an assist. Yeah, that's a foul. That's where everything just went to shit.
Yeah. That was terrifying as well. God, was that? I can't tell if that was Safi who cleared it off the line or who for Iran, but dude, number 4 is not even looking. Do you see? He's like, wait, do you see? He was looking the other way, and he's like, wait a minute, the ball's still in play. Yeah. He's like, my keeper dropped that. The look of horror on that man's face as he turned. Oh my God!
Checking the replay.
Yeah, what are they looking for now?
Okay, it looks like things are fine. Looks like it. That's insane. That's insane.
Oh my gosh. That was a lot just now.
Yeah, I mean, if that's going to be the next 30 minutes, by all means, I would love to see more.
Let's
that
see
was
it,
just
yeah.
hilarious.
Oh my God.
No, but about the emotional Iranians, I follow this one guy. I forgot his name. I just know he has like a Jamie Llewellyn shirt as his profile picture. But I remember him like before the Japan game and then after. And like I think before it was just like all hope is lost. I think after the man was crying.
Dude, that's how the fan base communicates. I've noticed. They'll make one mistake and they'll be like, Asmoon, you piece of shit. Like you need to retire. Like I always knew Taremi was trash. He's a club fraud. Like I'm like, bro, what are you? And then 3 minutes later, they'll score a goal and be like, I never doubted you. I'm so sorry. You are the GOAT, my hero. Like all this stuff, and I'm like, you just said this man was trash 3 minutes ago. You didn't even delete the tweet; it's still up.
No, I feel like a good amount of national team fans are like this, though, especially like when you go into Asia. This is very much the case.
Oh my God.
Two all, man. 2-2.
The ball is clearly out. Like,
yeah,
clearly. Oh my Lord.
Interesting. Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh. Okay.
No, I wasn't getting past that.
I mean, I've lost the ability to decide what is a foul and what is not in this game anymore. I think the ref should just put the whistle in the pocket and we should just play out the rest of the game.
Proper Comable vibes right there.
Yeah. Mohamed Wad, he's had a good tournament too.
See what chat's saying.
What is the player mad about right here? I don't understand what he's trying to say.
What's going on here?
Now he's talking to him again? Oh my lord. Oh, he wants a yellow and Godos there. To be fair, I am surprised it was not called.
Yeah.
But this ref has let a few go. Namely the thing that we will never see a replay of.
Like I will just have to go back into the stream and like go to the very moment it happened and just like use a magnifying glass.
Just zoom in. It was a terrible angle too.
Yeah.
And this is and
I
this is
thought that
World Cup
went.
technology. You know they got like 55 cameras around each field.
Yeah.
Sprint. I'm pretty sure this guy's on a yellow for Iran, so please don't do a stupid foul. Good defense. Oh, wait, no, that was Goldos. Never mind. I thought it was Safi. Well, who said Asia was boring?
Yeah, I was kind of like, I'll be honest, like the group stages, how they were set up, I was like, there's no way there's really going to be anything that goes on. And it's been a whole surprise, man.
Who was your biggest disappointment from the group stage?
Biggest disappointment? Could it be a team that like advanced to the next round? Because
Sure. Yeah.
I want to say Japan, honestly.
Yeah. That's
like,
a very fair nomination.
Because it's just like your heavy favorites. Like I couldn't like think of a heavier favorite for this tournament than Japan. And it's just like they never got the tactics right. They kept conceding goals. Zion Suzuki kept starting for whatever reason, which I will genuinely never understand. Let's see. Oh yeah, the defense was a mess as well. I mean, like I don't know what it was with the Itakura in this like tournament, but he's just been awful.
Trash. He was so bad.
Yeah. I feel like really the only player that stood out to me was like Wataru Endo. Like that was about the only player.
I liked let's see, players who stood out. Honestly, bro, not many. Keito Nakamura, I thought he was good.
Nakamura against us, that was
banger.
Banger, horrible, but yeah, I mean, it was a good goal.
Dude, honestly, this Japan losing is probably all your fault because you convinced Moriyasu that Minamino is good, and that game got him minutes the rest of the Asian Cup. When
I didn't even mention Minamino though.
Woeful, bro. He was woeful. Moriyasu, I do not understand what this. I want to know what he thinks because there's like 5 lineup changes every single game. If a player's playing like trash, he won't take him out. Instead, he'll take out the best performing player in the game.
Yeah.
It's like he makes his. It's like he goes into the game and he's like, okay, regardless of what's happening at the 65th minute, you know, like I'm taking off Dyson Maeda, no matter what. Instead of being fluid and going off of what's actually happening.
Genuinely the dumbest idea. Like Dyson Maeda is like most notably one of the hardest workers for that team. So seeing him come off was just ridiculous. I don't get it. Someone's saying I jinxed everyone. There is also that as well. I seem to jinx every team that I like say is gonna go far. I had Iraq going to the final and they lost to Jordan the first round.
Dude, so freaking good.
It's impressive.
They got that play style down.
They've pretty much grown into every game. It's kind of like what you want. Like that's that ideal kind of thing you want in a tournament.
Then this game is getting scrappy.
Yeah.
Which I am completely here for.
The only reason why Kyogo wasn't in the squad, I don't really understand the whole thing with Moriyasu and Kyogo. For some reason, Moriyasu just never calls up Kyogo. He also never seems to. He hates the Celtic boys. That's really what it's up. Like, what's his face? Hatate. Like, I know he gets injured like a decent amount of times. That's definitely a foul. But yeah, like even even when he was in form, it was like Moriyasu just completely ignored him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's just like they had some guy that was playing for Kashima that was called up as a striker. I forgot his name. Over Kyoto.
Young guy?
Yeah, the younger guy. Not Ueda, but
who at the Asian Cup?
yeah, the Asian Cup.
Mao Hosoya.
Yeah, Hosoya. Which I know he did well in the J League, but it's just like you have Kyogo right there. Haido's coming on. That's gonna be very interesting.
This is gonna be interesting. I think Japan need a big center forward that they can throw on whenever the game's just gone to shit and they're just gonna cross a bunch.
Yeah, this is just the problem. They've never been able to figure out like the striking position. Like
hence Blue Lock, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Blue Lock literally came out of that. But it's just like every single tournament, like you have these friendlies that they show promise and everything, but they're friendlies. So obviously, like you're not going to see like those low blocks or anything in the tournaments. And once you put a low block in front of Japan, it pretty much just stifles them.
I would say they do. Of the Asian teams, I would say they're actually one of the best at breaking down the low block. I think the big problem was just putting the wrong personnel on the pitch. Like, for example, Hiroki Ito cannot pass the ball to save his life. So you don't want him to be the guy who's deciding who's the creative outlet. And that was the biggest problem for me against Iraq was like, the Iraqis clearly knew this man cannot pass, and he was just getting on the ball, and it was just bad cross, blocked, straight out of bounds, over the net, into the keeper's hands. Like, it was terrible. And to make it worse, you had Minamino playing left mid too. He can't do that. Like, he's terrible on the left.
Yeah.
So basically, you just had this Deadwood side of the field. And I'm like, how is Moriyasu rolling out this lineup? I don't understand how you're the Japanese manager, and you don't understand that these players cannot play in these positions. That was what was super frustrating to me because it was like, I mean, obviously there was the whole Junya Ito situation, which obviously that was a big blow for Japan. And I have no idea what the latest is on that. I don't really care until it's settled. But but dude, like he was a big piece for Japan, like immense. And Moriyasu never did a good job of like getting him, Kubo. God, I say Doan maybe, and Keito Nakamura like on the pitch at the same time. It was always like two of them, maybe three. And I'm like, bro, what are you doing? Sorry for my Japan rant, but I'm so disappointed in how they played.
Yeah, I mean, bringing up Ito as well, I feel like another problem is the fact that like they need a fullback like Nagatomo again. Honestly,
literally
with that kind of like veteran experience. Yeah, I mean, they were missing that as well. I feel like that's one area that people don't really talk about as much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Especially at the Asian Cup. I feel like that's one of the bigger differences is you can get away with poorer selections and friendlies because the intensity is not so high. But when you're getting pressed to death by Jordan or Iraq or Iran or something like that, like you need players in the right positions who are also good on the ball.
No, exactly.
And I don't know if you saw what Morita said, where he's basically like, we don't receive instruction. I'm like, that's probably the most damning thing you can say about your manager after a game.
Morita never speaks out as well, which is the crazy part.
Yeah. I'm like, I hope he's not like, I don't know, expelled from the national team forever for saying that, because it's facts. It is facts.
Yeah. I don't know how you can carry on with Moriyasu after this, man. It's very obvious now. Like, I don't really know what was going on during that period where people were just like, oh, wait, hold on. Moriyasu isn't actually a fraud. Because he still was. It's just the fact that, like, the way Japan's, like, national team, the way Japan's, like, footballing, like, environment has, like, developed over the years. Like, they just have those types of players that even with a coach that doesn't give you instructions, like you can still create something out of that. Like you could see that through every single friendly they had. I just don't know how they can carry on with Moriyasu at this point.
Yeah, it's very obvious that the talent of that team is carrying them versus like a team like Jordan or even Qatar. Perfect contrast. Like, obviously, they're outperforming their individuals because they play as a team, and you have to give their managers credit for that. Japan, it was just, man, that's just so disappointing. So disappointing. Yeah.
I'm seeing the chat still chirping about CONCACAF. Guys, we haven't talked about this for like 20 minutes.
Shit, longer.
Like,
what are they saying?
Let's see. Sorry, Jack, but I think CONCACAF nations can win the Asian Cup.
I swear, like, it's just in their heads the entire time. Asian football ever since yesterday. It's so funny.
Again, my argument is not that like the U.S. couldn't or could never, but I'm not.
I think
it's not going to be guaranteed.
Yeah, it's not guaranteed. I feel like it's definitely possible. Like the U.S. and Mexico, I would say, like they can sneak their way into like the final. I think they could be contenders 100%. But to just confidently say they'll win, I don't know about that. And I feel like you're also selling yourself a little too high because it's like people forget. Because like I'm using Japan as an example here. Friendlies are so much different than the actual tournament. Like people forget that so much. Like I forgot about that when the Asian Cup happened.
Yeah.
And so like you also have to consider that as well. And also not to mention like the away record. Like it's just you also have to throw that in.
Yeah. No, but don't forget they beat Iran though.
No, yeah.
No, they beat Iran. So that actually erases the away record because they beat Iran.
Yeah. Do they I'm a fucking US supporter and like you got me like fucking hating on this team. Like this is why I hate USMNT Twitter so much. Because like I have to start defending other teams because it's just like you make the most bonehead ass fucking takes ever. Like to anyone that's just saying like, oh yeah, they can be contenders. I'm totally fine with that. I was gonna have a conversation with Filippo about that. But then I saw the other fucking tweets that were going out. I'm just like, I feel like I don't even want to talk about this anymore because I'm just gonna see even more of these deranged ass takes.
Oh, that's a really good block from number 5. Yeah. Yeah, people, and then on the flip side, you have the CONCACAF simps who are pretending like I'm saying the U.S. is getting grouped or something, and I'm like, I've never said that. U.S. would be top 5 favorites.
Yeah.
What I didn't like was people were using the fact that Jordan were in the final as a proof point that the Asian Cup is trash.
Yeah.
Or they were using the fact that Qatar won in 2019 as proof that it's a Mickey Mouse tournament.
Exactly. I mean, it's just they don't know ball. It's as simple as that.
They don't know
because when you're using Jordan as an example, I'm sorry, but you didn't watch.
Ooh, no, you didn't.
So I have not realized that Iran had 6 corners. Jesus. Woo!
Oh my gosh, really good.
Yeah, we're definitely seeing more of Iran on the ball. Hopefully I didn't just jinx that.
So Jack just admitted he agreed with USMNT's national team Twitter. No, that's not what I said.
Wait, what?
That's what somebody just said. So Jack admitted he agrees with USMNT's national team Twitter. No, because y'all mofos are out here saying like the final, like if we invited CONCACAF teams, the goddamn final would be US Canada. Like that's the brazen attitude that you guys have about this stuff. I think if the US had the path that Korea had to get to the final, they would lose. I don't think they would beat Saudi Arabia, Jordan, and Australia in knockout games. I don't. I think they would lose. I don't think Berhalter is good enough to play against those teams. I don't think he can break down Australia. Korea didn't break down Australia. They got bailed out by a stupid individual penalty.
Well, that and also Graham Arnold decided to throw the game.
He did decide to throw the game. That's true.
But I mean, yeah, no, South Korea were frauds. The way they just fraud themselves to the semifinals was just it's peak Asian Cup, to be fair.
Yeah.
I'm surprised I haven't heard any like AFCON talk though. I mean, you saw Cape Verde and like DR Congo are in the semifinals. I'm surprised I haven't heard anything there.
All we've said is we'd be one of the favorites. No, that's not it, Wes. Go back on Twitter, bro. Read a little bit more. Get your glasses out. I think I have seen people at AFCON be like, we would also be favorites, we being the US. And I'm like, you are delusional. If you think you're going to go to Ivory Coast and just waltz into a semifinal, like you guys are going to get rocked. You guys think that you're going to just break down the Angola low block? Really? You think it's going to be that easy?
It's like you got the low block, and then you also have like every fucking Pushkas nominee this year for whatever reason.
Yes.
Like you are not getting past the round of 16.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh.
Iran kind of bailed out there. Yeah, do you not realize every single center back in Africa can crack it from 35 yards out? Every single one.
like I love it. I love it so much.
It's amazing. The goals are ridiculous.
Dude, the fucking what was it? The DR Congo goal, like the third one against what's the face? Guinea, I think it was.
Was it Guinea or Mali that they beat?
No, because Mali played Ivory Coast.
Yeah. Okay, so it must have been Guinea.
Yeah. No, like you got that. Like South Africa sealed the deal with a free kick against Morocco. Like, I love AFCON, man. I love it.
No, it's sick. I am kind of bummed they've been at the same time because obviously my priority is Asia, but I normally would like to cover AFCON a lot more than I've been able to.
You're covering like both tournaments, aren't you?
Yeah, but I mean it's way less with Africa. Like I've been doing like every single goddamn thing for an Asian Cup. Like after every single round, different games, talking about teams, we're doing live streams. AFCON, I've done like a lot of prediction videos and then a couple live streams, but it's just tough. Oh my gosh.
In all fairness, you're probably still doing like way more than everyone who's like being like, oh, well, why aren't we hearing more about African football? And they're not doing anything for African football. So, I mean, you know.
Dude, I love that. Those people are my favorite.
Like your platform is right there, my guy.
Yeah.
I think even like Alfie from like HITC 7s has talked about African football more than these guys.
Yeah. Dude, the fact that CBS has barely talked about the Asian Cup is shameful.
They have rights for it, which is just insane. Like, you know, one thing I got in my comments, I'm going to talk about this on my second channel, but like one thing I kept getting in my comments was like, oh, well, they aren't talking about the Asian Cup because no one cares about the Asian Cup. Yeah, the whole point of having the rights to a tournament is to make people interested. Like, that's the whole fucking point. Like, no one would have given a shit about Vietnamese football if it wasn't for me. Like, the English-speaking, like, world at least. I'm not talking about, like, Vietnamese. Just, like, English-speaking. Like, you just have to, like... It just makes no sense. It's the laziest excuse you could make. Because you could easily, if you have a platform or somewhat of a platform, you can create interest for something. Like, you just have to be dedicated to it. You just have to have actual love for it. Obviously, CBS doesn't have that love for it.
Yeah, like, could not be bothered to even try. It's like, I compared to... Wait, hold on. Oh my God. Oh!
Shut up!
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Like 13 in a row. Holy shit.
Yeah, this game is cooking. Holy shit.
Oh my God. Oh, bro, it's getting mad physical too. Oh, I love this. Damn, bro. Tedemi's going to rue that.
Wow.
Oh, this right here. Oh, he doesn't hit it very well. I can't tell if it got blocked or if he just scuffed.
It looked like it. No, yeah, it was blocked, but it wasn't like the best contact on it.
Kind of both. Yep. A little bit of a scuff, also blocked. Damn, not a
clearance was.
That was wow.
My heart would have just dropped to my stomach.
Yeah. Yeah. Dude, I always thought it was funny when people will leave comments whenever I'm trying to talk about AFCON or Asia. I don't know if you get these too, and people will be like, you have no idea what you're talking about. Zero ball knowledge. I'm like, buddy, if you want to turn on the camera and you want to give us some super accurate, in-depth analysis of AFCON, do it, bro. Like if you know, if I'm that stupid and I don't know what I'm talking about, do it. Do it. Make your own content. Otherwise, you're just complaining that like nobody talks about the tournament or you know, nobody knows what they're talking about, but you're not actually like trying to fix the issue.
Exactly. I have like one friend that's like, it's been really fun seeing DR Congo make it so far in the tournament because I get to see his reactions on his Instagram story. But he's like talked to me about how he's wanted to do like DR Congo like videos about football or whatever. I'm just like, dude, just do it. Because like there will be a base for it.
Yeah.
Like people just forget that. Like it may be so niche, but I promise you there is an audience for that. Especially if it's like a country like the DR Congo. If it's a country that like has passion for football, there's a good amount that like there's a population for it. Like, yeah, you'll find that audience. Or at least that audience will find you eventually.
I compare it to music. If you could have the greatest album ever, if it gets no promo and the blogs don't talk about it, then it's always going to be underrated.
Exactly.
Like it needs the exposure. That's why CBS. That's why the whole like, oh well, people don't want to watch it. It's like bullshit. Oh my gosh. Like you have to make things popular. That's why advertising and marketing is a thing, because it convinces people that it's relevant. But I mean, like if you don't talk about it, otherwise, why would they care?
Yeah.
Ooh, oh my gosh!
Clearance. Oh my gosh!
Oh my god, we got some serious blocks here. Yo, you want me to send Filippo an invite? He's in the chat right now.
Oh shit, Filippo's in here? Yeah. Shit.
All right, Tack, check your DMs. Hold on, wait. God damn, I gotta pull up Twitter. I'm gonna miss. Afif's about to score a banger. I'm gonna miss it. Let's see. Yo, Tack, if you're still in the chat, check your DMs. I'm sending you the link. Well, now this stream is about to become straight Asia versus CONCACAF. So apologies to anybody who wanted any commentary about Iran versus Qatar.
Was there really any commentary before then?
Oh, I mean, maybe 15%, maybe 15%.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know how you usually do with these streams, but it literally is never about the fucking game that's happening for me.
Depends if I'm by myself or not. If I'm by myself, it usually is pretty game focused. If it's me with the squad or like another guest like you, yeah, we can go. I mean, we can take things in random directions, like talking about anime or Bangkok United or, you know, whatever. Or going back to USMNT national team Twitter.
Man, I love him.
Jamaica versus China, who gonna won? Jamaica would beat China.
Jamaica would 100% beat China. It wouldn't even be close.
Yeah.
Could India beat Honduras?
No.
Probably not.
No, they could.
What team could India beat in CONCACAF? That's the real question.
El Salvador.
Belize?
Oh, Belize, bro.
No, yeah, I could see El Salvador beating them, honestly. Because El Salvador is better than Honduras.
That was borderline disrespectful, though. That was... I mean, El Salvador are down bad right now, but I think they would have, like, a slight shot. Yeah. I mean, Chetri, wonder goal, and then park the bus. Maybe that's what they could do.
Yeah,
perhaps. Wait, holy shit. Hold on. Tack is in here, but is he driving? What the?
Tack driving and
Are you driving?
I'm driving, but I'm here.
Get this man some beers.
Oh, dude, if you crash, I think I'm liable for that somehow.
Well, I'm not looking at you. I'm just talking on the phone. We all done this. We talk on the phone when we're driving. Okay. Just don't text and drive.
As long as you don't text and drive, you're good.
I don't break the law over here. Shit, dude. Fucking hell.
No, I guess that's
break the law. Come on, Tack. Holy shit.
No, we're not promoting.
So
we're not promoting.
Lowly of me.
We're not trying to get this channel canceled here, so we can't break the law.
We're gonna do that on our own. We do not need any outside help.
Looking at
Tack, where are you driving?
No, I'm actually driving to my parents' place to get some lunch, and then I want to watch the end of the game too. So I watched the first half, and I know Iran tied, but I missed
Yeah.
that goal.
Super controversial
that.
penalty is how I would
Very
describe that.
Oh
my gosh!
I'm
Oh
still
my
trying to.
That's
god!
offside. I think that's
Well,
It's gotta be
offside.
off.
That
Wait,
looked
who
off.
scored?
Almost
Qatar.
Ali.
Oh my gosh, that looks off though. Yeah, Tack, you better hurry, bro. The game might be
Yeah,
over
man.
by the time you get to.
I
your
got
parents'
5
place.
minutes. I got 5 minutes. I'm there. Well, the one thing I wanted to stop by real quick. I can always come back to. Maxwell knows. He got my number. He can call me. What is so controversial about saying the U.S. men's national team could win the Asian
There's
Cup?
nothing. I don't think there's anything controversial about that. It's the dumbasses that like think like outside of that, like thinking they could just straight up win it. Like I don't have a problem with you thinking it's contenders.
I don't think
That's
I don't
onside.
think
Holy shit!
I don't think they
Fucking
would. I
God.
wouldn't think the Asian Cup. From I've watched the knockout rounds. It's definitely far more competitive than the Gold Cup, which has literally usually 2 teams at best 3. The
Yep.
Asian Cup has plenty of teams that can knock out the U.S., while the Gold Cup has essentially Mexico, and then usually there's like 1 team that can knock out the U.S.
Yeah,
And
it's always like one
honestly,
surprise team.
yeah, and honestly, if the U.S. and Mexico always bring their A team, there's almost no team that can knock them out.
Correct.
So, while in the Asian Cup, there's a good 8 teams that can knock you out, which is not common for the U.S. But the U.S. would always be among the favorites. I mean, look at the teams that are making to the final. Jordan and the U.S. would probably struggle with their transition, from what I've seen yesterday. But I mean, on paper, why can't they compete? And obviously, if you ignore the Berhalter taxation, which is a big problem. It's just that there's a difference between saying they would and they could. They absolutely saying they would is crazy because even the Gold Cup, the U.S. loses, which is
Yeah,
the worst confederation tournament in the world outside of maybe Oceania. Well, not maybe. Oceania is worse.
Yeah,
If do they even have one in Oceania?
yeah, they do.
yeah. It's like I think in the summer actually.
They do. They do.
Yeah. So it's just that they can absolutely do it too. But again, from a talent standpoint, the only 2 teams I saw that are truly better than the U.S., especially today, Iran was not playing that well. Japan and South Korea are better than the U.S. On paper, for sure. The other teams, it's more of like a grit mentality thing. Some of them are kind of even. They have a few players that are better. Taremi, at least from what I'm seeing, doesn't look like the same Taremi I remember in this tournament so far, even though he missed last game.
Yeah,
I don't
he's
know,
not
man.
having a good tournament.
Yeah,
I think the U.S. would be a contender. Now, winning is a different story. Like Brazil and Argentina are always contenders in the Copa America. They don't always win it. As a matter of fact, Uruguay has the most trophies. Peru made it to the final. Chile won twice in the last decade. Winning is different, but contending for it, sure. It would be crazy if I said the U.S. are contenders for the 2026 World Cup. That would be crazy. I don't think they are. I think if the U.S. gets super lucky with the bracket and everything in favor, the best it could do is the semifinals. If everything works in the most perfect manner possible, is like a quarter or semifinal. Goal?
nah.
No. Just some good play from Iran. Oh my gosh.
Wait, dude, Qatar has a 3-2 lead?
Yes.
Yeah,
Well, am I allowed to curse here?
Yeah, of course.
I've cursed so much, man.
Of course.
Holy shit, how does that affect the legacy of the Asian Cup, man? This is like the worst host in World Cup history. 2 finals in a row. They won the last one. And honestly, I don't know, man. You guys have been watching this more, but they're probably the favorites against Jordan.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Would they be? I don't know.
I think. I mean, on paper, I'd say so. Yeah,
At home,
Being
also,
the
right?
host perhaps
and being
gives
the
them a
host as well.
slight
Yeah.
edge. God,
Like if
damn.
I had to bank on one team, it would probably be Qatar, considering all the advantages.
Dude,
Yeah,
I'm
so
praying that these guys do not do this again. Oh my
And
gosh,
it was his fucking heel.
dude, the off.
There's no. Okay, actually, that's a little more.
Yo, fellas, I'm getting home here now. I want to watch the end of the game, so I'm gonna put up the phone away. I'm gonna try to watch it with my dad. And then when I'm at my apartment, if you guys want to schedule a day, let's do a stream together.
Okay, yeah, dude, hit me up on Twitter, or I can grab your number from Maxwell too.
Yeah, Max, I'll just send him. It's easier than Twitter. Sometimes Twitter I'll miss, but yeah, just you guys text me whenever. Maxwell, good to see you again. Happy you're back in the United States.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
We'll set something up.
See you guys. See Jack, see Max.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see you guys. Dude, oh my god, man.
I can't believe it.
I
Sorry,
can't
I was
believe
really trying to concentrate and also watch Iran fumble this at the same time.
my friend has not texted me. I don't think he's gonna text me for the rest of the day.
Yeah, we need to have a full uninterrupted session about that.
That was just. I mean, like.
Oh my god.
We're gonna have Qatar in the final again. We're actually gonna have Qatar in the final again. Once again. I mean, what is it? Since 1976, Iran. 1976.
Yeah.
Like, let's see. 2011. I can't remember the 2011 result. 2015. Actually, no.
Japan.
They lost to. No. 2015. They lost to Iraq. 2019.
Oh, like who they lost to. Gotcha.
Yeah. I'm just looking at their history. 2019 was Japan. What was 2011? I forgot what 2011 was.
Was it Korea?
It might have been Korea, actually.
No. I think Korea beat Iran in the Asian Cup when Galinoy was the manager back in that might have been 2007. Well, we can always figure this out on Wikipedia. Let me see.
Whipping up the
Iran
CBS
lost to
tactics.
South Korea. Yeah, South Korea beat them 1-0.
South Korea, yeah.
See, who beat them in 2007? 2007 was South Korea again. Okay.
Yeah. Man, 2007 was a. I didn't get to watch it because I wasn't watching the game, but I've watched replays and stuff. Because also that game was hosted in Southeast Asia, or that tournament was hosted in Southeast Asia, 4 countries, which we'll never see happen again, probably.
Yeah, only Vietnam advanced.
I mean, that's the one thing I hold on to.
Never let them take that away from you.
We've had 2, out of the 3 appearances we've had, we made it to the quarterfinals twice. I mean, listen, this was just an off year. We had numerous injuries.
Mm-hmm.
I hate Indonesia.
Y'all were pretty decimated. I'm looking at this, and most of every Afif free kick is just terrifying. Oh my gosh. All these stadiums, the capacity is 9,000, 10,000, 12,000. And in the final was in Jakarta, 60,000.
Why did you jinx Iraq, Habibi?
I'm sorry. I had belief in them. They look so good in their group. Ayman was just cooking. He was so fun to watch because he was so physical. You don't really see those types of physical players in Asia. And he's still top scorer right now. I mean, 6 goals.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Rewatch Trinidad vs. USA 2017 in full when? Oh, no.
Qatari dynasty incoming.
This Qatari dynasty is almost over, dude. Even if they win after this, I mean, most of their core is inching towards their 30s.
I'm literally disgusted. I'm disgusted right now.
Qatar 3-peat if they win this final.
Oh, they're just 2.
Plus 13? Okay.
Damn.
Dude, what if it was just +1? That would have been crazy.
No, it would have. That would have actually been corruption. No, yeah. I'm assuming this. Yeah.
I don't know if he needed to do that. He had 2 defenders to his right. God.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
There's no way my light just died again.
How is it that?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I think it's the lithium batteries. I've had these for like 2 years now, and it seems like they're running out of juice, even if I do charge them at full. Fuck.
Dude, if Qatar win, they'll have the same amount of Asian Cups as South Korea. That is wild.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, South Korea. What's it like? 64 years? Jesus.
Yeah.
I just make fun of them for that at this point. Like it's just too funny. Possible red card. Oh, now they're looking at it.
Oh no, he's off.
He's definitely off.
Yeah, this is about to go from plus 13 to plus 16.
Oh my god.
It was kind of a dumb foul. Like, look, he's got. Oh my! Like, I just don't think he needs to bring him down. I don't think he needs to bring him down.
Yeah. I don't think that's a red though. I mean, maybe in this scenario with the ref and everything, but it's just like still got a couple defenders there.
Yeah, I mean, I think the only thing that might save him is he's wide.
Yeah.
But he's straight in the back. Like, that's just kind of stupid.
Yeah, I think this is a red.
Wow. Wow.
Iran pain continues.
Oh my god.
1976. I'm just gonna draft up my tweet right now.
Dude. Are Qatar actually good? Like, help me out here, bro. Are they actually like
I mean,
amazing?
I don't think they're amazing, but I think people definitely sold them a bit short. It was just a matter of like I didn't really know about the group stages because their group was a joke. But they've shown time and time, like again, I think like Uzbekistan was probably their toughest. Well, I mean, Iran's been pretty tough as well, but like Uzbekistan actually kind of gave them some concerns here or there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I still think they're like one of the best in Asia, unfortunately.
Bro, y'all, stop bringing up Qatar at the Gold Cup, dude. They brought a U23 squad. Like, they did not bring their best players to the Gold Cup. Jack's starting to question his life. I really am right now. I really am. Vietnam, best in Southeast Asia. Unfortunately, that's not true. Unfortunately.
Vietnam!
Oh my. Oh! Yeah, dude, Tintin Marquez might be the next Jose Mourinho, bro. Pass the ball. Somebody get open for him. Oh my gosh. Is that another corner or did that just go all the way through? Good Lord. Holy shit. In a way, is this super cruel justice for all the Iranians celebrating that Korea got knocked out and they were going to play Jordan in the final?
I mean, yeah, you could, yeah.
Because I think there were more Iranians in the chat than Koreans during that stream, and they were like, "Thank God, we're gonna win." I was like, "Bro, you gotta make the final first, man."
Yeah, you got that Pittsburgh Steelers mentality. You got a whole team like waiting for you before that.
Oh, that's a good ball. Oh
It's-
my God, he should have.
He leaned
Oh.
back. He leaned back.
Dude, I think he should have let that go.
Yeah.
Oh, I think the two guys behind him had a much better position. Oh,
Yeah.
that's a good ball from Rose, though. It's probably one of his best ones today. Dude, maybe Taremi is cursed.
This entire generation is cursed, man. I don't know what it is. They can't catch a break.
Dude, and they got a phantom pen. That's the wildest part, maybe. They got a phantom pen, and they're still down 2-3. Wow. Yeah, I'm questioning my entire life right now. Holy crap. What does this mean for LeBron's legacy? I love those questions.
You see that one video where it's like how did the fall of Constantinople like, yeah. Fucking love those videos.
I love that too.
Not
Oh my gosh.
maybe he is cursed now.
I guarantee you that's going to be some of the dialogue on Twitter. It's like, oh my God, we looked so much better against Japan and we didn't have Taremi. Maybe he shouldn't have started or something. Not saying I agree, but I think that will be
I think
said.
sometimes, yeah, I feel like sometimes like your star player can hold you back. Like I definitely agree to some extent. Like you play more as a collective. Like there's maybe less of those kind of like moments where someone wants to feel like a hero. Like I get it.
Oh.
I get it.
Yeah. Depends on how the team plays around him too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, having just one dude is always really dangerous. I've been talking about Jordan a lot throughout the cup, and they don't have like one guy. Like Altamari takes the headlines, but it's really their entire front three. Like
Mhm.
Yazan Al Namat, I think is how you say his last name. Al Marty or Owan, like those guys as like an attack are just absolute beast mode. It's not
Mhm.
just like Egypt where it's like we have Mo Salah. And we have some decent guys too, but like that's kind of it. Which is why some Egyptians are like, we're better without Salah.
Mhm.
Oh my God. Oh, the Triangle of Death. Yeah, that's what I called them. The Jordanian Triangle of Death. Oh my gosh. A thief in the box. Oh my.
Oh. This might be their last chance.
I think you got to think we're actually going to 15 because of the VAR check.
I mean, maybe, yeah.
But still, they probably have one more. Oh my God.
Nah.
Dude, this one is going to be very painful for Iran.
Oh yeah, no. This is. I mean, I fully believe this is their last chance with this generation.
Yes.
Like, I think they
Yes.
still have some promising talents, but it's gonna take a bit to get back to where they were. But like Tarmi, Sardar, I'm not sure if they'll be at the next Asian Cup, and even if they are, I don't know if they'll be at that same level. Oh, it's 4-2. It's 100%.
Oh, what a
Ooh.
block. Oh my gosh.
Jesus Christ, man, just swiped at him.
How does he not pick up a yellow for either of those challenges?
I have no clue.
I mean, there's like a minute left, but
Are you fucking kidding me?
it's actually a really smart play from Almaz Ali.
Mm-hmm. Oh, he was great for it.
That was not good. Oh my gosh, dude. Iran not even bringing the ball down. I mean, it's 4-on-4 here. You think they'd feel good about their chances. Okay.
Ooh,
Okay.
ooh, I don't know
Oh,
about that touch.
Oh!
Oh my, no
Oh
way.
my god!
Oh my god. No.
Dude, that is
That
literally
could
as
not
close.
be more painful. Oh, my god. Well, there goes my mic again.
Holy shit, dude. Holy shit. That is
That.
ridiculous.
Oh wow. Oh no, it's
Oh my
4-2.
God.
It's 100% 4-2 now. Okay, maybe not.
I cannot believe that just happened.
That looked like it was going in too. That looked like it was gonna bounce. That's crazy. Oh my word.
Oh my god. They have to be like the players have to be also just questioning like the universe at this point.
Dude, they are never recovering from this one. I'm telling you this now. Like, oh my word.
That is just cruel. That is just straight up cruel.
The like I said, the football gods hate us. They especially hate Iranians for whatever reason. I don't know what was going on there.
Oh my! Oh, dude!
What is happening?
Dude! Oh my gosh! And it looks like the Iranian players like stole the shot from each other.
And then like it just fell to another one. Bad shot there.
Bad
Somehow
shot.
it like I can't even
God,
fucking
dude.
comprehend what just happened. What's happening now?
Are they checking for a pen?
There's no way. Yeah, no.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, gotta win that. Gotta win that.
I'm not sure if I'd be going backwards, bro.
Holy shit, dude. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know.
You better go quick. That's a good
Yeah,
ball. That's a good
great
ball.
Ooh. Someone go to us. All right, corner.
Oh my
corner.
god.
It just keeps going. It just keeps going.
Oh my
I can't
god.
help but just think
Dude.
this is just
No way. There's no way.
Not the oh.
No, the touch. The touch. The bounce just wasn't there for him. It's over.
That's
It's
it.
over.
Wow.
It's over.
Unbelievable.
Iran once more falls short in genuinely one of the most painful ways I have ever seen.
That is
Not one final for this generation is crazy.
stunning. What we have
What
just
just
witnessed.
happened to my the fucking stream just collapsed?
I'm about to collapse. I cannot believe that. Do you think it was fair? The result?
I would say it's fair. Yeah. I mean, I think all things considered, there was that one questionable penalty and then there was the one questionable tackle. I think it kind of leveled itself out.
Yeah.
I think both teams had some fair calls. I definitely think that maybe Qatar should have gotten like a yellow here or there when like the dude literally kicked the ball as the Iranian was trying to take a free kick. But I mean, outside of that, I would say it was relatively fair.
Dude, who predicted this final? Who predicted the Asian Cup final was going to be Jordan versus Qatar?
No one. Fucking no one, dude. Didn't you say like 3% had like Jordan even beating Iraq or something like that?
Yeah, I think so. Dude, we had like 88% of the people who submitted a bracket had Iraq in the semis, and maybe like 50% had Iraq in the final.
Damn.
That is crazy. Yeah. Okay. Is this
at least I was the only one?
like,
damn, everyone's just like,
you're not.
This dude's predictions age so poorly. All right, let me see yours then. All right, come on now.
Yeah, it's easy to
It's
talk
all
after
jokes.
the fact.
No, exactly. It's the hindsight merchants.
Is
They do their
this wow. Is this good, bad, or nothing for Asian football?
For Asian football, I mean, it's just the thing is we just exposed so many frauds that I think the one thing this exposed more than anything is the fact that there are so many top teams that have so much good talent, but it's either the mentality that keeps them from ever making the final, Iran, or you have Japan and South Korea where you just have like poor management, poor managers behind these teams. Like I still think I mean, this definitely wasn't great for Asian football as a whole. I'm going to say that. But I think, like, in the long run, I'm hoping at least, like, the managerial issues get fixed from Japan and South Korea. But also, I think, like, another thing it shows is the fact that, I mean, the Asian Cup has gotten super fucking competitive. Like, way more competitive than it has ever. I think, like, there's, like, this period where we're starting to see, like, especially, like, the World Cup, right? You saw so much, like, so many more, like, closer games. Because it's, like, you know, it's a tournament. People, like, the teams are starting to figure things out. It's almost like tactics. Like, they do matter to some extent. But also, it's, like, other things that kind of play into that. And I think we're also starting to see that in AFCON. Well, actually, we already saw that in AFCON, like, fucking decades ago. But especially in the Asian Cup, where it's just like there are so many teams that get underrepresented by the media, and because of that, I mean, they have a chip on their shoulder. They know they could perform better than most people think, and you got teams like Jordan in the final. So I think in a way, it shows that Asian football is getting more competitive, but when you see it on face value, which is how most people see it, they'll see Japan, South Korea got out like early on, and we still have Qatar in the final. So I think that's really the way I'll put it.
Yeah. Yeah, then that's a good way to put it. I think if you're a casual about it and you're a distant observer, then you were going to think that this tournament was going to suck, probably regardless of what the final matchup would have been, even if it was Japan versus South Korea. I do agree that this tournament should have been last tournament, but this tournament is definitely a wake-up call for the bigger teams, like especially if you're going up against a Jordan or Iraq, teams that don't qualify for the World Cup. These are their biggest games.
100%.
You know, this is their World Cup, and it's every 4 years as well, not every 2, like in AFCON. So the stakes are super high, and if you don't match that desire, you're gonna lose. And this is something that I've seen from the, you know, especially that like tier 2 teams, pretty much the entire time, like Jordan, Iraq, even Tajikistan, like that intense burning passion to win the game. I haven't really seen that I never saw that from Japan, actually, the entire tournament. And Korea, I mean, they fought. Different issue with Korea. I think that's more tactics and lack of depth, really. But yeah, this needs to be the last Asian Cup where the big teams come in arrogant and take their status for granted and look down on the smaller teams.
Yeah. I mean, Japan, like, going back to the whole, like, fullback thing as well. Like, I mean, Nagatomo is, like, a huge reason. Like Japan had, like, a solid core. They had the attitude. I mean, that's how they won the Asian Cup in 2011. So it's just, like, you need at least one or two of those types of players that'll just put their hearts on the line.
Mm-hmm.
And, like,
yeah, not a lot of spirited performances from the East Asian teams.
yeah.
God, dude, Jordan Qatar final. I would
crazy.
love to go back in time and see what the odds were of this matchup.
I'm sure you
that's
could.
Wild. Yeah, I'm sure I probably could.
Yeah.
Dude, you could
just, like,
put
way back
$1
if you-
down and been a millionaire, probably.
Dude, honestly.
Odds were- Good Lord, man.
This is why I love international football, though, because it's just like nothing on paper fucking matters at the end of the day. Like, it never does.
Yeah.
It's just that's what makes me so excited for the World Cup next time, because it's like teams are going to be even more improved. I don't know, man. It's just this is why I prefer international football over club football. It's just A, it's a little easier to track. B, you don't have like insane transfers from like Saudi Arabia or Fabrizio ruining everything. And C, it's just like,
Literally.
I don't know, it just covers it. Like, sure, there's like club passion and everything. I totally get that. But like international football just has like a passion that's just unmatched. Like, it's I don't know, man. Like, just that love for your country, despite all its flaws, like that's just, I don't know. That's really cool.
Yeah, I agree. I'm an international guy as well. As much as it pains me because I don't have any emotional connection to either of these two teams, I think there is a shining light here. I think there is, like, this is at the end of the day kind of what you want to see. It just sucks that, again, a team that I support or that you support didn't end up in the final,
Yeah.
I think it would have been really cool if there was like one big dog from Asia and one of the smaller teams. That's not what we got this time. And again, I just hope that this serves as a warning to the bigger teams going forward. You cannot treat this tournament like it's easy, or you're going to get upset in the quarterfinals, round 16, whatever it may be. I mean, I'm going to be doing I'll be going live again for the final. I think it's Saturday morning, right?
I think so.
Yeah. I mean, look, dude. Who knows? We could have South Africa, Congo in the AFCON final, and then everything just absolutely goes to shit. Like the world is not ready for that to happen.
If that shit happens, oh my god, Twitter will be incredible.
It will be absolutely a cesspool at that point. Well, dude, I appreciate you jumping on. I'd love to do this again sometime, either for like, you're an Arsenal fan, right?
Yeah, Arsenal fan. You?
Okay, I'm a Spurs fan, so maybe we could do like a North London derby or something. Yeah. Exactly. Exactly. I think that'd be fun.
For sure.
Or if you ever want to jump on for a pod, if we're doing something about Prem or like Asian football, CONCACAF, I'll reach out and I'll let you guys know.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah, man. All right, chat. You guys have been awesome. Wow. Qatar are to the final again. I certainly didn't see that coming. Like I said, we'll be back live, me, Jake, Connor, on Saturday morning for the final. Go check out Maqwell on Twitter and on YouTube as well. Y'all have been awesome.